myself, I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for a long, long year. Stole many a man's soul and faith. I was around when Jesus Christ had his moment of doubt and pain. Made damn sure the pilot washed his hands and sealed his face. Pleased to meet you, hope you guessed my name. But what's puzzling you is the nature of my game. Stuck around St. Petersburg when I saw it was a time for a change. Killed the Tsar and his ministers. Anastasia screamed in vain. I rode a tank, held a generous rank when the blitzkrieg raged and the bodies stank. Pleased to meet you, hope you guessed my name. Oh yeah, I was puzzling you is the nature of my game. Oh yeah, I watch with glee while you kings and queens fought for 10 decades for the gods they made. I shouted out, who killed the Kennedys? When after all, it was you and me. Let me please introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I lay traps for troubadours who get killed before they reach Bombay. Pleased to meet you, hope you get my name. Oh yeah, but what's puzzling you is the nature of my game. Oh yeah, get down in it.
Oh, I almost forgot. You see, there is always something that is left incomplete. I always forget something every damn time. I forgot to mention the true curse and omen that came with Vladimir drinking from the chalice of Christ's blood. If any of you know about the events that occurred just before Jesus' arrest, you will remember the story about him encountering a leper who was blind sitting at the edge of a town that he had healed. I'm not sure why, but this certain story has always stood out, and I sense feelings of resentment and noticed that I had unknowingly built this whole scenario based upon this encounter. For you see, the key of Vlad's vengeance lay within this, for when Jesus had encountered this blind leper, it was later an event that was used to justify the decision of those who were loyal to him to betray him to the fate of his arrest and his execution. Something he left and never bothered to fix was that he had contracted leprosy from that man. So when Vlad drank from that chalice, he drank from certain death. A death that would spread across the countryside, consuming all those who had betrayed Dracula in the same fashion everyone Jesus knew had betrayed him. Ah, I see, my need here. Some closing thespian comment upon this. Well, I would say that the words Jesus may have been trying to convey would have sounded something like, "Yea, you drink from the cup of Judas, yet ye know not the subtle, silent prices that one pays for sleeping in the midst of such serpents. But you will, oh yes, unavoidably, undeniably, you will."
Today I shall be going over how to destroy the black hole, yeah. Guten Abend. So first, we have the next of the star. It is big, it is hot, and one day, it blows up. But the gravitational pull of a star is immense, and eventually that pull becomes so immense that it possibly could form into a magnetar. But typically what happens is the star explodes, but at the center is a densely packed region from where the explosion took place that becomes more dense than the material that just blew up and ejects itself outward from this dense material formed by nuclear fusion. This remnant dense material carries a mass greater than that which was once there, and the material that was ejected in the explosion eventually reconfigure itself by falling back in towards the point of inertia, where we find that a new, more densely packed star has formed in the aftermath with an increased gravitational yield as well. The more of the previous star's material falls back to be consumed and fused into the newly formed star, the more its size increases, but not particularly its weight. The star's weight is already many times that which it was before the explosion, only it is packed together tighter than before, and this requires an increase in gravitational force, for magnetized gravitational forces is what holds the star's material in place. A star consists of different gases of ion and gamma waves fused with photon and X-ray waves that resonate together to create the magnetic field of the star's basic structure and layers. Eventually, this magnetic field will increase beyond the star's capability of sustaining even the remnant structure left after the explosion, causing the entire process to become pulled into a center of gravitational forces so immense that even the particles of light, the fabrics of space, and its fused multidimensional aspects we call reality or space become pulled into this immense gravitational field. Anything and everything within the range of this immense gravitational force is pulled towards its center or vector point and is stripped of any magnetic energy. Even fused particles are stripped bare of any binding qualities and added to the ever-increasing powerhouse of gravitational energy, while the rest of the material that the magnetic energy was attached to is meshed together inside the core of the black hole that lays beyond the event horizon. The space between the central core of the black hole and the region where the gravitational force is so immense that not even light can escape from it, and is pulled into a point where collision and fusion with its mass is inevitable, is the vortex, or outer layer of the core of the black hole, eventually creating an ensemble of merging and fusing energies and atomized material that looks like this upon the screen here. Now to the interesting part. How to destroy a black hole. Things that you must be capable of, through technology or whatever the means. First you must destroy the vortex flow of the black hole and scatter its mass, just like when a star explodes. This will expose the black hole's core and cause a lapse of vulnerability to the center of its mass. Next you must do the same again, only this time ensure that the total mass of the black hole, its core, explodes, redistributing its centralized mass. Then you must take and redistribute the mass, as it will have transitioned into various gaseous material due to the explosion that basically thins out and waters down the compacted matter that has meshed together into its core. This material must be redistributed and formed into gas giants devoid of the volatile material that could spark a star's birth. If that occurs, then the black hole's formation process will begin all over again, but if the material only forms into gas giants, then those will consume the matter of the black hole's mass, eliminating the possibility of the black hole reforming and thus completing my heavenly purpose for returning. Thank you, have the good life. Now I would like to go home, please. Mach schnell.
One of these days you're gonna die laughing.